Boom, it happened again. I was called out after my wicked dance moves. Today I was called out by a brown belt. She was recently on the channel. Her name is Jess, and she wanted to roll with me, Tyler, the black belt. She's immediately pushing into me with some hard pressure. She's going for the front head, and she's trying to pass my guard, so I go to the turtle. From here, I'm looking to be able to work back into her. I have to fight the hands because she's looking towards an anaconda. I'm going to start to sit out and grab her legs, but she tries to roll me to the side. Now, as long as I have a good bridge here, I'm going to prevent this from happening, and then I can turn into her. Now, quick, I want to say that today's video is a little shorter because the round got cut off too early today. Jess is trying to sweep me by going over my head, under my arm with one side, and then over my back with the other arm. However, I have her flat on her back, and I also have strong head positioning here, so she's going to have to let it go because she won't be able to turn me. Jess does a nice job reverse shrimping into me, and then she's working towards my legs. I counter this, however, with a back step, and then I'm putting my weight back onto her. This hand that she's trying to grab me with, I'm going to reach and I'm going to wrap around because I'm looking for a Kimura grip on her. This is the bad part about when you get put in this position. You can't be grabbing the head too much, otherwise they're going to grab your free arm. When you have the Kimura, it's important to put your whole lat on their head. This is going to prevent them from turning into you because you're killing their posture by attacking their spine. You also want to bring the Kimura in so you can create a nice 90-degree bend with the arm. Once I have the arm exactly how I want it, then I can start turning it. This Kimura is pretty locked up and Jess is forced to tap, showing everybody on this channel that I actually don't only do guillotines. I want to quick do my question of the day. My question of the day is, what questions do you have for me? I just set up a Patreon account, and one of the perks about being a member is that you can get access to my Q&A threads as well as videos. This first one's on me, and I want to answer any questions you have in a video that I will upload on Saturday. Your questions can be whatever they want. They don't have to be just about jiu-jitsu. It could be about stretching, my diet, what I like to do for fun. I really don't care. I just like to make videos for you guys. Jess is pushing really hard into me, so I go for the guillotine and I get on my hip immediately. When I go on my hip, that means I'm definitely looking for the sweep. I push her over and I'm trying to get her flat on her back. Once she's flat on her back, then I can set up the mounted guillotine and really put on the full pressure of the choke. She's doing a nice job, however, about keeping my leg high because she knows that if I pass this guard, it's all over. To counter her high leg, I'm going to fall off the same side that she's pushing me. Then after I fall off of it, I can go straight into the full mount. Once I'm in the full mount, it just becomes a battle of wrapping my legs around her hips and then squeezing for the choke. Once I have all this, she's forced to tap. I'm going to have to make some dedicated guillotine videos because I want my viewers to have the same success that I have. Jess is looking to bully me like she did to Josh in the last video, but I'm not going to let it happen. I'm making sure to hand fight and I start on bottom so my viewers know I do more than just guillotines and attacks from top. I push her arm to the side, and once I get that easy sweep, I come into her immediately. Jess is doing a nice job controlling my posture. It's really important to control the top person's posture so you don't just get destroyed the entire round. Once she's controlling me, she sets up her own omoplata position. Defense and offense of this omoplata are pretty intense, so make sure you pay attention. I'm trying to get my leg over her face or over her stomach. I know that if I do this, it's going to be very difficult to finish the omoplata. Jess knows this as well, so she's trying to shrimp out to control my posture and get the angle she needs. However, I get my legs so far over that when she does attack and she rolls me forward, I counter by going for my own omoplata to counter her omoplata. Now we have omoplataception. However, it's in my favor because 1, I have the wall, and 2, I have my butt high on her chest, which is going to allow me to free my arm and then I can turn back into her. As I turn into Jess, however, she's looking for the turtle. She doesn't want to just be destroyed the whole round. She wants to have her own offense. I spin behind her and I go immediately for the cross wrist ride. Once I suck this wrist in, Jess hits a nice fat man roll. However, I keep nice control over her shoulder and I still have that wrist. That means I can use this wrist against her, pull her back, and I set up this position where she's forced to go back to her stomach. However, now she has a lot more weight on top of her. Things are not looking up for Jess. She should really attend my wrestling classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, then she could figure out how to get out of this position. When someone's controlling your wrist, it's going to be really hard to have any offense. I take her back and I already have a nice beltline hook on her and I'm setting up the figure 4. I'm not able to lock up the figure 4 as high on her stomach as I'd like to. Because of this, I'm going to roll her back to her side and then put her in the knee pillow position. From the knee pillow, I can then reassess the situation, put my beltline hook higher on the stomach just how she wants it, and then lock it up so she has the full pressure of the figure 4. Now pay attention, I still have Jess's right wrist captured. I've kept that since the entire beginning of the fat man roll. Don't give away things for free. I probably shouldn't be lecturing anybody on control, however, because this back control I did was seriously ugly. I let her get out so easily. She turns her hips into me and then she's back in my guard. The thing about me though is that I'm a very high momentum attacker. As soon as she gets into my guard, I immediately sweep her. I go under her legs and I push her over and have this nice back step to get into this half guard position. As soon as I land here, I'm already looking for my next attack, which is the guillotine. This separates the brown belt from a black belt. Jess is looking to come into me when I have this guillotine. I don't think it's the best answer, but she's definitely doing better than the purple belt did yesterday. This brings us to the end of the round. If you appreciate the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, Anthony, for being my first patron, and if you want to have similar benefits to him, check my link in the description.